Alright, y'all. So I'm back at it again with a review on the Hunt for Love tell-all. This is part 1. So let me just start off by saying I'm very disappointed in this tell-all. Very, very disappointed. Now, the tell-all is divided to me into 2 sections. It's the left side versus the right side. I feel like everybody on the left side are bullies. Everybody on the right side is trying to defend themselves and each other against the bullies. Now let me explain. So up first is Tim and Usman. Well, I guess technically they're both on the left side of the stage, so I guess it's left side versus left side this time. But these two, it's very childish, it's very immature, it's very petty what y'all are doing. It just seems like y'all are 2 kids arguing. I cannot believe this is happening during the reunion. I can't believe it. I just feel like this back and forth is just it's something else. And I basically feel like Tim is because you don't mind your business. That's really what it comes down to. But you are like the king of drama on the show. So I guess why am I trying to act like I'm surprised that y'all are acting this way? So then we get into the story with Colt and Courtney. And yes, they're not having sex. I mean, I'm not surprised really because I did think that medication does affect that. And, different ways to your body reacting to different things like the surgery and everything. But, surprise, surprise, here we go. On social media, Colt's ex, she ends up putting up a post. It just knocked down everything you just said. So Vanessa, she goes in the comments and says, he uses Viagra. This is something. This is juicy. So she says, well, someone else says, well, this is the comment I've been waiting for. Vanessa replies and says, just didn't want Courtney to take it personal or let it affect her self-esteem. He couldn't get it up. What? So you mean to tell me after everything that you made us believe as far as the medications you were taking after the surgeries, that was believable. Okay, yeah, you can't do it. But your ex comes in the comments and says, you take Viagra. Colt, just tell the truth. Shame the devil. Just tell us the truth. We are fans of yours. Fans of the show. Tell us the truth. I mean, other than that, I'm really over it because, as you already know, after the tell-all, Colt ends up leaving Courtney anyway. So does it even all really matter? It doesn't matter to me. So let's move on. Dun dun dun. Next, we have Carlo. Now, Carlo, they ripped him to shreds. But let me say this, and please do not attack me in the comments. I'm going to say this. I'm actually on Carlo's side. But hold on. Let me explain. So first, I want to say, yes, he was wrong for the things that he said about the women. He was also wrong for what he did to Elise 100%. I'm 100% on Elise's side with that. I personally, when they were doing the final episode, I wanted Elise to say no to him to embarrass him the way he did her by running behind her back, going back to Tiffany. I wanted her to say no, to say, make a fool of him the exact same way he made a fool of you. I mean, now, after the show, go ahead. Y'all can date, do what y'all want to do. But on the show, do him the way that he has done you. That's how I feel. This back and forth with Tiffany, though, I'm on Carlos' side. Now, I'm on Carlos' side because I think Tiffany is a gaslighter. I think she's the kind of person that can take a story and manipulate it in a certain way to make it benefit her. So in this situation, I do think that Carlo running back and forth, it was justifiable because one, you are on a dating show. It's just the way you went about it. But as I have explained before, I think that Tiffany was wrong because when y'all had the date, it was the date where you had the mud over you. Tiffany said, I have 2 children. Carlo, he kind of jumped back saying, well, this is not something that I was looking forward to, dating someone with children. I get that. Tiffany ends up saying, I am not going to prioritize you. I'm going to look and date other people that are okay with me having children. So it's this point right here. You're making your claim saying you do not want to date him. You're not going to prioritize him. He's not of importance to you. And rightfully so. You have children. They come first. If someone doesn't want to date you because you have children, I don't think you should be dating them, period. Let that go. But Tiffany gaslit the situation because you know you did not want to date this guy. You knew that from the beginning. As soon as he said, I don't want to date people that have kids. But you took it upon yourself to wait it out for him to start dating other people as you said you were going to do. Now it's an issue, and you blew it up by taking that, making him feel guilty, taking that, calling people out their names, and having it benefit you.
This later on during the tell-all.
And
I definitely think
Elise does say, I was afraid of Tiffany and Tulum because she would trash talk about people and try to control every situation to make it in her best interest. I totally believe that.
Courtney co-signs this later on during the tell-all.
And
I definitely think, I don't think Tiffany would see it that way as much as, but I think she probably would, because she's not dumb either. I think she would agree if I said to her, but do you think you were trying to control the narrative? And she would say, probably, yeah, I was.
You'd have to push her though.
But I think she would get there.
The problem is it's the self-righteousness, and it's going to, I don't think she's a bad person. I really don't.
No, we loved talking to her.
I did before. I never thought she was a really bad person. I just thought she had some of the worst decision-making by a reasonable person that I've ever seen on 90 Day Fiancé.
She gets stubborn, and she says when she gets stubborn or hurt, she'll make bad choices.
Yeah.
She has said that.
Yeah.
So for this specific situation, I'm on Carlo's side because I think you were getting played the whole time, even though they reversed it and played it back on you. Now, the other thing was when you were sending messages to multiple people talking about them, yeah, that's wrong to do. But the reality is y'all all do it. And you can't sit here and deny that y'all don't do it because it has come up in the show. My advice to you, Carlo, is do not talk to everybody about everybody. You should have just picked one person, and your one person should have been Cole. You should have confided in him and talked mess to everybody. I don't think he would have taken it back to anyone. But for the fact you did it to all these women, of course they're going to talk. They fight and then make up, and then next thing you know, they create an enemy. That's how they form a bond. Now, it was a tell-all. No, not tell-all. It was the hunt for love, the between the sheets. Remember they said Tiffany started the rumor. So clearly you talk junk too. You do the same exact thing that you're accusing him of doing. So I'm on Carlo's side with that one too. Please don't hate me, but I'm trying to be unbiased here. I'm on his side with that too. So then moving on, we had Tim and Jeniffer. I mean, their storyline, it's just like we're talking about the same thing 12 years later, really. And then I had seen something on Reddit that said their storyline is actually fake. They were never supposed to be on the show, but I think another couple backed out, so they put them on the show. But here's the kicker. So apparently they did date, like boyfriend and girlfriend dated, but they ended up breaking up. Now, after they broke up, 90 Day Fiancé said, all right, we want to film you because they needed another couple. So I think their whole season, they just hated each other because they already broke up. But then you got to think, I do got to play it off because we want to be on the show, right? And let's be honest, the show has benefited both of them. And Tim, especially you, it's benefited you, I think, more than any other cast member, honestly, in my opinion. But we know your storyline is corny, is just oversaturated at this point. We know you sent money to her. I don't know why she's lying. Well, she is a liar, so I guess they're going to do what it is that they do, lie. And then the last thing that pissed me off about part one of this tell-all is Rob. And yes, we still on the left side of the stage of people. Now, Rob just made me mad because you're married. Why even be on the show? Like, you're a contradiction to everything. You're married and you're sleeping with these women. You're kissing these women. But then, as it was posted, you went back to your wife. But then you were like, oh, we're not going to work out. How I feel is just pick a side and stay on it. So that was just dumb, in my opinion, to bring up that information about Carlo talking about other people when you got a situation yourself. If that's not the pot calling the kettle black, that is the pot calling the kettle black. But yeah, that's everything that happened in part one. Now, I'm especially excited for part two because now we get Chantel's mother, Karen, and she is a character. Now, I haven't watched The Family Chantel. I have seen clips, And I also seen that infamous fight that happened between all of them. This lady is crazy, but I am here for it. So I'm ready for part 2, and a clip just dropped from it. I'm gonna definitely do a video on that and upload that. And I'm especially excited for this because I feel like the drama in between family, so Chantel, her mom, and Ashley, I feel like that is authentic. I really feel like you can get no realer than family drama. Now, this stuff that happened between castmates, it just seems like it's producer induced. But this right here, I'm ready for this. Alright, y'all, so thank you for staying tuned with me and watching my video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.